Motorcycles can trace their ancestry back to 1885, back before scooters, and even before the widely accepted birth of the automobile in 1886. They are leaner and easier to maneuver, making them appealing to a large group of people, including us. And now with the modern fluctuation of tech, the motorcycle industry was not left untouched. Many new exciting prospects are coming from the scene, and I will showcase some of our favorites. I'm Glenn, and let's get to it.
10.
Our first pit stop takes us to X Mobility Motors, a new generation of technology enthusiasts with the single goal to help the world transition to sustainable transportation. With over 5 years of experience, X Mobility Motors is delivering elegant solutions to the market. And what better way to show off some of that elegance than by introducing you to their e-motorcycle T1 and T2 models. The T1 utilizes a brat-style design originating in the Japanese markets. From there, this line is built with the highest tech and with impressive comfort at all speeds. The T2 model is inspired by the Scrambler models popularized in the 50s and designed to cross any path, climb mountains, or tear up the mud. The T models are equipped with Intelligent Power X, a battery pack constructed with high performance and more significant energy generation. The T1 and T2 will be available for pre-order and are expected to release in 2022.
Nine.
Built atop the idea of a motorcycle with safety as a high priority and an electric drivetrain with no compromises, Zager Motors knows their product must be as good as gas-powered or better. Zager Motors' Electrocycle is certainly a worthy opponent. This wild ride has the most extensive range on the list at 300 miles. That's pretty impressive for an electric vehicle, and the 17.3 kilowatt battery is to thank for that. The Electrocycle isn't the quickest in this showcase, but it won't disappoint you speed freaks, with a top speed of 120 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds. Safety was one of the main priorities for the Zager Motors team. With a uniquely designed traction control, auto stabilization, proximity sensors, and a roadside assistance system, the Electrocycle is chock full of safety. Part of the beauty of the Electrocycle is the modular design it implements to keep up with future EV innovations. Deliveries are slated for 2023.
I'm Allie, and it's Mind's Eye Trivia time. By looking at just these images, you know what this is and where it's from? Leave the correct answer or your best guess in the comment section below. Eight.
If you aren't familiar with Segway 9bot, they are a global short transportation and robotics company. They are perhaps most famous for the Segway before they were incorporated into 9bot. Their quality is time-tested, and they still skirt the edges of what could be with innovation. The Apex H2 is just the latest tool of war from them, and curves never looked so sharp. This cyberbike is powered by a hybrid hydrogen-electric 60 kilowatt powertrain with a top speed of 93 miles per hour. With an acceleration from 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds, it isn't winning any awards. Still, for $10,700, the Apex H2 is a fine piece of machinery indeed. You can expect the Apex H2 to drop in 2023.
Seven.
If there are any Eric Buell fans, you'll be happy to hear that he is still working in the business after closing his last company, Eric Buell Racing. His brilliant and instantly classic bikes like the EBR 1190RX and 1190SX landed him a Chief Technology Officer gig with Fuel. Fuel's first build goes a different route than the Buell race routes. Instead, they are targeting a more economical electric bike, the Fllow. The Fllow has a unique look to it, and although it doesn't put out a ton of power, it dishes out a solid, consistent stream of strength. It also happens to have the best acceleration on the list, with a 0 to 60 time in 2.7 seconds. The Fllow knows how to use every bit of juice. It also has some of the best torque on our list. Its 553 foot-pound power matches that of a Ford GT supercar. You can expect to see more of the Fllow soon.
Six.
We set our GPS to California, where a company that genuinely loves what it does resides. Zero Motorcycles is comprised of truly enthusiastic individuals, and they've been in the business for more than 15 years now. They have partnered up with the National Forest Foundation to celebrate that significant accomplishment with their DSR Dual Sport Limited Edition. For every sale of this solid stack of satisfaction, Zero is donating $500 directly to the NFF. It will help improve, restore, and make ecologically sustainable trail systems for power sports enthusiasts across the country. The DSR Sport is a fun ride, too. Its 52 kilowatt Z-Force 75.7 motor helps pump out a top speed of 102 miles per hour, with a range of 163 miles per charge. A little pricey at $15,495, but you know your money will help the sport, and it's no slouch as far as electric motorcycles are concerned. Although the Harley-Davidson LiveWire is not new, we had to give it an honorable mention. The LiveWire's high-voltage battery gives it a city range of 146 miles, and it can be fully charged at a Level 3 DC fast charge station in only an hour.
Five.
We swing on by Tarform Motorcycles, an automotive startup that focuses on two-wheeled transportation. They're relatively new, having been founded in 2016, but they have some significant potential. Their Luna Racer is their bread and butter, their baby with a sleek retro-futuristic body and a nearly 12 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Propelling this big boy is a 55 horsepower electric motor. A new version known as the Racer Edition will begin production in the summer of this year. There are not many changes from the original Scrambler version except for some aesthetics and functionality. You can expect around 120 miles on a charge when traveling inner city. There is a somewhat steep billing of $24,000 for both the Scrambler and Racer editions.
4,
Ultraviolette claims to live by design, technology, and user experience. Hailing from a wide variety of backgrounds including aerospace, automotive engineering, and consumer electronics, Ultraviolette says, almost there just doesn't excite them. So what does excite them? Well, we don't know, but the F-77 sure does excite us. This new look for the future of motorcycles comes in 3 stunning color choices. The F-77 may not break any records, with a max speed of 91 miles per hour and a max horsepower of 33.5. Still, it is a competent machine that will fulfill the primary function of a vehicle, getting from point A to point B. And for a low price of around $4,500 to $5,500, the F-77 is practically a steal. Ultraviolette is currently accepting pre-orders for the F-77.
three,
We follow up the F-77 with another Indian company by the name of Orxa Energies. This is a team that has the skill, charisma, and most importantly, fun. And with the Mantis, Orxa Energies has shown that they are hungry. This slender ambush predator of a bike is equipped with a 9 kilowatt-hour battery pack, Orxa Energies' specialty. They develop battery packs with a much higher performance at lower weights and volume. They are specifically designed to tackle the challenges brought by performance vehicles. The battery pack strapped to the Mantis can be fully charged in only 3.5 hours using an average portable charger. The Mantis manages to be a feisty scrapper that tries to duke it out with some of the top dogs, and you can expect to see it launch in August of 2021.
two,
For our number 2, we come to a very unique company. White Motorcycle Concepts pushes the envelope on what is possible using aerodynamics and electric power. They try to outstrip their competitors with magnificent showings at high-profile sporting events for the most exposure. I've mentioned speed before, but the WMC 250 EV by White Motorcycle Concepts takes the cake by far. This absolute demon of speed is said to be capable of more than 250 miles per hour, thanks to a revolutionary new big hole technology that you can see boring through the machine. This strange concept reduced drag by 69%, with a drag coefficient of 0.118. Just to put that into perspective, the SSC Tuatara, the world's fastest production car, only has a drag coefficient of 0.279. The WMC 250 EV works off of 4 motors, 2 30-kilowatt motors on the rear wheel and 2 20-kilowatt motors on the front, for a total of 100 kilowatts. Right now, White Motorcycle Concepts is aiming for a world record with their bike, but they will sell to the market after that has been accomplished. With the way things are shaping up, it shouldn't be too much longer.
1.
We've seen some exciting and unique motorcycles throughout this ride, and before we let you go, why don't we stop for just one more? Damon Motorcycles is keen on creating a motorcycle that will adapt to the rider and grow with them. They seek to create more than just a motorcycle. They seek to create global ripples. The HyperSport Premier is one smooth operator, and it has the looks to match. As the name suggests, this is a Premier experience. It may not be as quick as the WMC 250 EV, not much is, but it lands a solid second place in that department with a max speed of 200 miles per hour. The HyperSport Premier does have the best motor and charging time on the list though, with an 80% charge done in 45 minutes on a fast DC charging station. If you want something cheaper but with that Damon Motorcycles craftsmanship, then you're in luck. Damon Motorcycles offers 4 models in their range, the HyperSport Premier being the top of the line. And for almost half the price, the HS is a steal. It is nearly comparable to the Premier in every way. For half the price of the HyperSport Premier, you can pick up an SX, which has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Lastly, for $17,000, the SE is the cheapest model in the lineup, but hardly a pushover.